What is Kiwi's nature check, and did you succeed in your...
Yes, I got a 31 on my...
I did a base 31, so 33 with his assist.
I'm sorry, I got a 32.
So, having the ritual kind of form in together, you guys get the same sensation, the two of you watching over you, of the animals being able to communicate. However, the ritual is just basically yes or no questions.
Yeah.
And as you guys start to like push the ritual components through and you feel the magic starting to affect the bear kind of gets up very slowly, and you see its claws kind of dig into the piece of stone that's underneath it, and then it turns towards you and lets out a very large roar.
Okay.
It did not appreciate.
That is fairly deafening. And as you guys are casting the ritual, rather than interrupting the ritual, it kind of startles you for a second, and you feel the energy of the bear is actually propelling the ritual to be stronger.
Holy shit.
The bear basically assists and fills the ritual with its primal energy, so rather than it being yes or no questions, it's actually going to be able to speak with animals.
Woohoo!
Oh, sweet, thanks.
So, after the kind of ringing in your ears dies down a little bit,
and then put away the crack.
The bear kind of like settles itself back down and looks over towards you.
After it's all
staring
done.
at you very intently.
I was going to say, now, the way the ritual, I think, usually works, I have to ask the questions,
Well,
but in this case, can I tell...
In this case, what I will say, you guys can tell that you guys basically have 10 minutes of... You can talk to the creature.
Free conversation.
Okay. He was like...
So we can talk to it now?
Yes. Hello. We're here. I would like to be able to help you if I can.
He kind of like moves her shoulder down. Says, "If you wish, you may ease my passing."
Are you dying?
Yes. I am dying.
Did you fight the crocodile with the ice mace?
Yes. He was an old friend before the corruption of the marsh and his own arrogance
Yes,
got a
we
hold
would
of
have
him.
moved up to him, or her, since
And you
it's a
see,
female.
after you started talking to her, she sort of relaxes a little bit, although she's still very tense. She said the crocodile was an old friend before the corruption. The corruption and his own arrogance got to him.
We tried to save it, but it would not allow us.
It is too far gone. I hoped that I would be able to reason with it when I saw him. But he does not know reason anymore.
Are you too far gone? Are you sure?
Looks over and kind of glances over to little patches on his body. I have staved off the corruption for over 50 years. And I have hunted down. You see it kind of lift up its head a little bit and kind of go over towards this area. I have hunted down all of my kin that have fallen to the corruption. Around here are the bones of my children and grandchildren. The corruption will not take me.
Kiwi just looks at it. If it is your wish that
See,
we
now I wish
end...
Tuckus had a hat so you could...
if it is your wish that we will end your life, I would like your life to be ended without you in pain.
I do not wish for you to end me. I know that my time is coming and I greet my ending. I've been here, I've been on this world for over a century. But I do not have to be in pain at the end. If you can ease my pain, I would appreciate it, and you would have my blessing.
I think we can do that.
Yeah. Kiwi's going to heal it.
Okay. So, going up to the bear and starting to heal it, you can tell that on the surface, the bear looked pretty bad off. Underneath the surface, the bear is definitely dying, massive internal bleeding. Like, this thing wrestled with a crocodile for a while. So it is not in any sort of shape at all. So you kind of push way through, try to heal the little bits and pieces that you can, but mostly just helping to ease the suffering of the bear.
Especially the leg. she wanted to make sure that leg kind of, if she can get the bones set, the rest of the pain she's sure is probably more manageable than that.
Probably get him in the right shape.
So you can help set the bear's bone. And the bear kind of grimaces as you
Mhm.
move through the body.
We will ask, we are following a human. We suspect that he is corrupted as well. Or, if not corrupted, touched.
There are many, kind of looks over to you guys, small things that are corrupted here. The corruption takes them quickly. I was hoping that... I do not know of any specific humans. They avoid this place.
This one would
He was walking through here.
in a straight line, very straight line, and he had a spear, great magical spear.
I did not believe he was human. You speak of the hunter.
You may
I-
notice that.
Mhm.
Yes. I have encountered him many times over the years. He has helped me cleanse areas of the corruption.
Point to
You-
the skulls.
You see her kind of like lift up the one good front arm, kind of point back towards the back, and you see there's a section of piled up bones here. And she said, I do not believe the battle with my former mate would have left me alive had the hunter not helped me then. And he has helped me in the past.
We tracked him to the river, and then his tracks disappeared.
He does not like the water. It makes it hard for him to exist. I don't really know how it works.
What does he do when he has to cross?
He does, but it's slow. It's like a bird, uncertain of what direction it is flying.
Is there a particular area that he favors going to out here? I want to try to find him and help him.
Every time I have seen the hunter, it has been very clear what it is hunting. Going to places, find corruption. It will hunt there.
Could it have been the crocodile?
I do not know. I have not seen him in many years.
Is there a boar?
A boar spirit, a corrupted boar spirit.
There are many boar around here, and there is one boar spirit, but unless things have changed, he is not corrupted.
One of the things he said before he went out on his hunt was that he was hunting boar.
Boar or bear?
He's not hunting you.
But I would consider it a great service if he helped my passing through. Creatures are cleansed when they are killed by him, and she kind of motions back towards all the little spots on her body. I do not wish to carry any of this with me to the afterlife.
Huh. Well,
If we can, we will try to find him and bring him here if you can hold out, but we have to try to find him. Tracking him is difficult because we've lost his trail
Where did you lose it?
at the river, at the village.
At the Fet's lair.
out of character, he
Yes.
went like straight to the edge of the water and
Yep.
disappeared. Okay.
Yep. Yes.
Then he may be hunting the Fet first.
Who is?
But
The
The
crocodile.
crocodile.
the crocodile is,
And the-
she says
it went off in a
Fet-
different direction.
He would have been several days ahead of us, and yet he was not there.
I do not know much about the hunter. It is... You call him a man, but I would not say that as such. He's unpredictable at best. But
He was going the wrong way to take.
you said he went into the river. That is not the wrong way to fight the crocodile. The Fet's lair
We saw the
goes
crocodile.
far underground.
Show us.
So is there any way that you can
Kind of looks around.
help us? To show us where it would be, or
I do not have long, and I wish to die here. She looks around. Among my kin.
okay.
Poor bear.
'Cause
Yeah.
my only solace is that hopefully Nefet will not be able to make it to the waters of life before his wounds take him.
The waters of life.
Yes. There is a temple below the ground, below the great river. There are things. You see the bear kind of lift up one of its claws and make a little scratch mark on the stone, and it's like this. It's a long, skinny triangle. There are two of these things down below. The Amphibites and the Talikma made a temple to worship them. Between them flow the waters of life.
Any others ringing any bells?
Let's go back to the river, cross again, go through the lair. Does
It's underwater.
does Nefet's lair connect to the temple?
Yes.
Is it all underwater?
Near the temple. No.
Temple move closer. Beside the
The
slide. there's a-
unfortunate
there's
thing
dirt,
is Nefet
right?
will not let us help him, and I don't want to kill him.
It might be a kindness.
Nefet's corruption was his own fault. He had a will like I did, but he was worshipped by those other lizards. They filled him and filled his mind with believing he was greater than any of them, believing he was greater than a simple beast, and that arrogance let the corruption take him over.
Signing it.
He's been fighting it as long as I have. There's no excuse. He deserves to die.
What can happen there?
We can do that.
Thank you, Amulet, for being tactful as always.
Well, we can.
But that should not be a concern of yours. I dealt him a mighty blow. I made sure to blind the creature so he will have a hard way finding his way down to the waters of life, even if his touched mind knows that that's something he should do.
What happens if he gets her?
He will refresh himself. The waters of life can heal almost anything. It
Does
doesn't
it heal you?
remove the corruption, but it does heal the body.
Oh no. Not good.
Let's go. Time's a wasting.
If I draw you a rough map of the river, it can show us where the lair is.
Well, we know where
We
the
know where
lair
the
is.
entrance
We
is.
saw the entrance.
We saw
'Cause he came
holes
out
in
of
the
it.
ground.
The
The whole with
out of character, the hole that the crocodile went into was extremely big. It was like 50
Oh.
feet across.
Okay.
Um,
Well then, we know where it is. Let's go find it.
How long would it take him to reach the waters?
I do not know. Creatures that are touched by the Bogarsh, they do not act like normal creatures. If Nefet or I were injured normally, we would head there directly, and it would be a matter of hours. But with him blinded and wounded, he will not reach the waters of life before he bleeds out.
Hopefully.
Alright, let's go ask him.
Is there anything we can do for you?
Could we bring you out the
We
waters
did
of life?
finally kind of set the leg so that it's.
You are helping ease my passing, and the last thing that I needed to make sure was done before the end of my days came was to make sure that Nefet's corrupted mind did not destroy the waters of life.
Oh, we'll make sure of that. Rest your mind at ease.
So
What is your name?
my name is Magra. Looks over at you. You can see that she's, like, her whole face is kind of scrunched up a little bit. You speak of fighting you speak of fighting Nefet. Do you believe that it will not be dead when you arrive?
It may not. If it isn't, that will make sure he is.
So the creature notices that you're nodding your head no.
Yeah, the girl's shaking her head.
It's possible that we might have healed some of his injuries a bit before we came
I
to
was
visit
trying
you.
to see if I could fix enough of it to
Bring it out of its adult mind.
bring it out of its addle-mindedness.
You hear a low rumbling growl come from the bear. And some of the bones kind of vibrate a little bit.
We've had a bad couple of weeks, alright? It ain't our fault.
What do you-
You see her kind of like sit up a little bit. Nefet will be a very dangerous foe. I cannot leave it to little creatures. And
We call him Little Big Joe.
so she sort of like sets herself up and she looks like she's going to try to come with you.
What?
Huey just kind of puts a hand on her.
I mean, I'm not gonna stop
She's
her,
like,
but I thought she was about to die.
It is apparently a problem that I have caused, and it is a problem that I will fix.
If the bear wants to go on swinging,
The
We
bear
ain't gonna
wants to
stand in
die
that way.
here. We will find the hunter.
I
We
s-
will deal with Nefet.
My mind is set on Fet being destroyed, and I know my spirit will not rest knowing that it is possible that idiot survived.
I like you.
Well, I'm not gonna stop you.
if he dies
But-
while we're out, we'll bring him back here. Bring her back here. Apologies, Mark.
Alright, so
If
Let's
the
go.
hunter is hunting Nefet, then perhaps the hunter,
Two birds with
will be
one
able to
spear.
help.
Perfect. Right then. So, we're off.
And we will return your body here. If anything happens.
Okay. So she starts to get up and move. As soon as she starts to get up and move, you can tell there's no way she's going to make it even back to the river. She might not make it to the top of the hill that you guys just came down.
Yeah.
Um,
Huey just kind of puts a hand on her. She's like,
just kind of first time press both hands on her good shoulder. It's like, you stay. We'll handle
truthfully,
this. Us, the ascendants, the meters of the keepers of the aspects, the travelers of the veil. Blah 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 blah. Blah, give her the whole big speech.
Let me simplify. It weren't more than a month ago. Our friend Trunk here did the aspect of Albion a solid, and so now the aspect of Albion owes us a favor. I recently killed a fire elemental with fire. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I mean, it's a wooden toy walking around with a giant fucking axe. We're gonna be alright, I promise. Right, so, we're off ski then, eh?
Many that feed the crocs believe that they will feed on crocs. You
I don't
see
wanna
her take
eat it down
another
there.
step. Well, for the bear though, that's
Well, that's
that's
when
eat or be eaten.
Tries
There's no.
tries to take another step, and I will push back. No, stay.
Okay. As you're pushing back against her, you can see that she's not really going to be able to resist you very much, but she is actually actively trying to get up off of the rock and to start moving.
What I'm trying to impress upon her is that I am strong enough to stop her, therefore strong enough to take the crocodile. By saying, well, you're not going to be stronger than me, so you're not going to be able to top me in killing the croc.
So
Would
you,
it help if
you
I
can
was to
see. Are
set
you still
some nearby
touching
in
her?
fire?
yeah.
Okay. You can feel in her body a lot of those little easy repairs that you just did.
Are being
Are
real.
coming
Yes,
undone.
are basically coming undone, being broken open. She takes a couple more steps. She's probably going to die.
Huey just keeps her hand on her. Please. You will die before you get there, and you know that. I will not let you
Wasn't
do
she
this.
talking about the bloody great desert being the one that was arguing?
You see the bear kind of look down towards you and say,
I can
I-
feel it.
I cannot allow my spirit to pass over without seeing that idiot dead.
We
You
will
won't-
bring you its carcass. Just stay.
Huey just looks at her.
We'll drag it across
You
the
won't
goddamn
make
river.
it there to see it
I will make
die.
another necklace like this one, but with its teeth instead.
So, if you guys want to make any kind of like diplomacy type check to try to, or whatever you want to try to do.
I succeed.
I will assist on
What's-
diplomacy because
what's
33.
I will. Not
Magical
successfully
creatures
assist.
are not such my strong suit, but
She basically is still a natural beast.
so she's basically
She's very large, but
Oh, can I use
trying
nature
to-
instead of? Okay, then yes, succeed in assisting.
she is going to essentially use nature to try to calm her a bit, so that she will listen to Jack. Hopefully, since Jack is going to be talking.
Give her the speech.
It'd be a 34.
I have a
So
brother. Give her the speech.
Right, so
she,
my little brother Chunk, like I said, we did a favor to the aspect of the god of fucking earth. All right.
In its house.
Aye. What was the thing's name again? The
Albion.
mountain or whatever? No, not Albion. The
crash
mountain.
shot check.
No. The one that the ass that we kicked, not the ass that we saved.
Crash Shoja.
Ah, that was it.
Crash
Yeah,
shot check.
yeah, we were standing on her.
Thank you, Amulet. I appreciate. And then there was this frog with the glowing eyes who brought me back to life, and then I killed a fire elemental with a beam of fire.
Yes. There was
I'm
a
not
time when
saying
he died
that
and
this
decided
crocodile
that it
is
wasn't
weak.
true.
I'm just saying this is light work for us. It's gonna be fine. You sit here, rest your head. We'll bring it back, whatever part you want. I mean, if you want the whole thing, we'll bring the whole thing. If you want just the head, we'll do that too. It's fine. And then you go ahead and you die in peace and so forth. And if you die while you're waiting for us to come back, we'll try to bring you back so that we can be like, oh, see, we did it. And then you can die again and that'd be fine.
We'll just visit you in the Vale because we do that.
so
4 times now.
I think it's 3. No,
Hey,
4.
we've been to the Vale 4 times and come back, alright? So, like, this isn't amateur hour.
We're regulars.
so you see the bear like backing away a little bit and kind of grumbling and making the little low roars, although it's not really saying much of anything. And then she lays herself back down on her rock.
Where's the jar?
I think.
In this jar,
Yeah.
we got the aspect of the god of poison, for fuck's sake. We carry him around in our pocket like he's a watch.
Thank God Chile can't hear that.
So she kind of like thuds back down on the rock.
I
And
think I talked her to death.
Would not be the first one.
you see her kind of like open her eyes very wide and her eyes start to glaze over. You can tell that she's
Literally dying.
literally dying right now. As she passes, you can see kind of like the ragged breath, last one goes out, she lowers her head, and you can see kind of escaping from her body is kind of this flow of primal energy. And you can see kind of a superimposed bear spirit on top of the bear. And then as it's kind of being pulled away and you can feel it going away from the bear and going towards the bear, the veil, you can see the bear's claws digging into the body and holding it still. It's not allowing the spirit to pass.
I have a handy receptacle for that.
I wonder if we have something that we could put that in so it could travel
You
with
can
us.
come in my toy.
You see the bear spirit kind of like lifts up its body
The
away from
metagaming
it.
damage I'm about to take if I say another word hurts so bad. Sorry.
What?
I saw this coming.
Well, it wants to come with. And you want a spirit.
It's a soul for toy. And
if it's
a
willing.
big one.
If she's willing.
Will you?
Objections?
You see the bear spirit kind of lift up out of the lift up out of the corpse of the great mother bear, and it kind of looks over towards all of you all, and you see the bear spirit is very impressive looking. The bear itself was fairly impressive looking, but seeing it kind of muddy and dirty and bloody and wounded is a whole different thing than seeing it sort of
In its prime.
in its
essentially.
prime. So its spirit is showing itself as if it is in its prime, and it is a massively
I'm gonna turn
Show her the
toy
door.
into that looking pretty. Yes.
So
So-
show her the door and see if she walks through it.
Huh? 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 Huh?
So the bear kind of like looks over towards the little marionette, and you see its like claws are starting to come up, and basically it's only holding onto the corpse by its claws.
Choice.
So you got basically like this. So the bear's only holding onto the corpse, and it's kind of staring out at you.
Toy's gonna go lumber forward.
And possibly
Okay.
it'll make it so Amulet will be less creepy when we meet new folks.
Okay.
Let's creepy, but far scarier.
So
He's like, it won't be
And Milt's
less
gonna be
creepy.
like, look, I know you don't want to go, and we're about to go fight this big nasty crocodile that you want to see dead, and we're probably gonna kill it. So you can come with us.
Or watch from the other side.
And my toy needs a soul, and you are a soul, so that would be convenient.
the bear spirit kind of looks down at you and says, "Do you swear to kill Nefet?"
Yes.
It's a done deal.
You see one of the claws like reach out and then dig into Toy, and you see Toy's the wooden marionette. The wood starts to glow green, like it's fresh growth.
Ooh.
And you see the bear kind of like spin its entire body as it detaches from the corpse from its corpse. It infuses with Toy. So now Toy is basically the color of the inside of like a sapling, only a bear.
Nice. Well, that made you look pretty.
Alright then.
Okay, so where was we going?
Can
Toy has a soul. Toy has a soul. Toy has a soul.
dancing around.
You get a sense of understanding from the bear, and an incredible deep sense of rage. Like
It
the bear basically, the feeling that you get from the bear is that the bear's anger is the only way that it kept itself going to make it back to here. And that it has been in a constant state of enraged ever since it killed its mate.
understandable.
We better get going so that my toy doesn't kill itself with anger.
You see Huey thinking,
It's big and
That's
green,
it.
kind of like a animal Hulk.
Woodwin, what you got in your mind there?
It's a bear Hulk.
I'm thinking that a great
It's a
mother
boar. Oh wait.
is the perfect spirit to watch over Amulet. And Huey turns and goes walking out.